right. So I got a little concerned there for a second because right before you said, "All right, we're gonna go," my computer just went everything like, "Oh God, what have you done?" But I think it's okay. I think it was just having a little moment. I think it was just unhappy about something there for a second, but I think it has calmed down. She's doing all right. She's doing okay.
Good.
Behave. Uh, so, with that, welcome back, everybody, viewers, players, me. And before we get on into anything at all, hey, it's June. Happy Pride. All that good stuff. I'm sure we all have many other things to say about Pride and all that, but you know what? I'm sure we will seamlessly find a way to weave our feelings on that into the narrative of the game. This game using heavy-handed metaphors? Ugh, when would that ever happen?
Yeah, every episode pretty much, yeah.
So, I am the Bardic Knock. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, all as the Bardic Knock. I will be the GM for what is about to unfold. I'll try and give a brief recap of the last season before we jump on into anything. But the smallest of small breakdowns to explain what we're doing, we are using the Interstitial or Hearts Intertwined system, written by Riley Hopkins, who you can find on Twitter at RevRybread. It is a Kingdom Hearts inspired game, so we get to bounce around and just make a little sandbox and get all the action figures of our favorite Disney properties, our favorite Square properties, and anything else we can arguably just like jam on in there. And we're just gonna have fun and mostly make friendships and have feelings. That seems to be the vague gist of everything. So I think that's a fairly good sell. Make friendships, have feelings, but the Muppets are there.
Yeah.
And a ripped Vincent Price. Thank you.
Yep.
Surprisingly jacked Keyblade welder.
Oh yeah.
The best fictional character ever created.
What do you mean fictional?
Of course, no, I lied. Vincent Price is like notoriously known for being a Keyblade wielder. So, with my introduction, my long, rambling, only half-directed introduction out of the way, I will happily pass over and introduce the other wonderful people who are currently here, and we will start with Capjack. Capjack, who are you?
Oh, that's a question I wake up and ask myself every day. Hey everybody, I am Capjack, your demon captain of the Seven Hells. Just, getting into my Twitch patter. Speaking of, you can find me normally over at twitch.tv/CaptainJCross, but except for Wednesdays, of course, here, and Fridays, also going to be here in the evenings. New game, so excited. Starts in 2 days. Oh god, starts in 2 days. But today, most importantly, I will be playing from the Connected Playbook, and my character is named Sirish. And Sirish is perfect, wonderful, and good, and never causes problems for anyone, and never, ever lies, and doesn't have a nose that you could tell otherwise from, so, yeah.
Did you emphasize that Sirish is a cat?
Yep, by the way, Sirish is a cat.
Oh dear, I've missed it. This is always so much fun. Well, if there is nothing else, Capjack, we can shuffle on over to Kay. Kay, would you be so kind as to introduce yourself?
Oh, hey, I'm Kay, aka Undead Kay. You can find me sometimes on my Twitter, which is just at K_undead because Twitter's backwards. You can also find me over on my own Twitch channel. Things have been kind of quiet there, save for my Curse of Strahd bi-weekly game on, every other week on Thursdays. But I'm hoping to get back into things soon. I've kind of been busy dealing with 1,021 things all at once, and yeah. So that's me. Oh yeah, and I will be playing Xylene, who is using the discarded playbook. Basically, I secretly wanted to be Riku, I guess, and so this is the playbook for me.
Why are you saying
Awkward.
secretly?
Secretly, yeah, not at all.
And with that, our final other voice of a human being, which is Lauren. Lauren, would you be so kind as to introduce yourself, please?
Hello, I am currently a disembodied voice on account of my shoulder did something awful overnight. And I am playing Rithix, the Mystic, who is basically Team Mom. And yeah, you can find me here on Wednesdays, obviously, and starting next week here on Nerds with Dice, I will also be running a Wanderhome game. So check that out.
All right, that is all the introductions and all of that. So, before I try and give a recap of the entirety of last season, hey, Nerds of Dice is an awesome community that you can be a part of. There is a Discord which you can get with a link down below, or I think there is a command in the chat that you can join that. Then you can see what games are recruiting, what all the other shows are, and various other events that are ongoing. Do that if you can, if you want to. It's a wonderful place filled with wonderful people who just want to play games and do stuff together, and all this other amazing stuff. You can also follow the Nerds of Dice channel over on Twitter at NerdsWDice, and here on Twitch. Everything also gets archived and put over to YouTube, I believe. So go check that out if you ever miss anything. It's all right there. You can also subscribe if you have the disposable income to do so, because hey, it's Pride. Pay the queers, please. I would like money. Although I don't get direct money from Nerds of Dice. Nerds of Dice basically funds itself more than anything. So pay Nerds of Dice so we can continue to fund all this amazing stuff that keeps going here. That is all the Nerds of Dice shill, I believe. So, to recap, Team 6 through 9 are a group of nobodies who have aligned themselves with a much larger group of nobodies known as the Union. The Union, they don't really explain what they do. Their company mission statement isn't exactly clear. It's just very much, hey, do jobs and you can get a place to live. There's nothing shady about them at all, promise. And Team 6 through 9 did a series of jobs, taking them to the Muppet Theatre, taking them to the Boiling Isles, and taking them to New York, where they did stuff. They found darkness, they defeated darkness, they encouraged a wonderful young queer romance to blossom. They made friends with, surprisingly, Jack Keyblade Master Vincent Price. They destroyed right-wing media, lots of good stuff, and then made friends with a robot, specifically a hunter-killer robot. And where we left off is we had a meeting with the head of the Union, a shadowy figure who is probably a little bit over the top on their own enigmatic nature, but in doing so allowed every member of 6 through 9 to confront their inner darkness and separate it from themselves. So we have ideas of where to head to next, and also allowing visible character progression, because heavy-handed metaphors are the way we handle things here. Look, I changed. I'm progressing. So, with that, we can basically pick up almost entirely where we left off. I believe the last thing we did is we were all in the elevator on the way down from the meeting, looking out over the sunset as such, and so we can pretty much pick up straight from the elevator hitting the bottom of the woods. Just hitting the bottom. Doors open. There we go.
Oh, right, and we have a robot.
We do have a robot.
Yeah, who is, I guess, currently carrying Siri in like one of those baby sling things, like
Yep.
the little with the arms and legs that hang out.
Just a
It's
big round cat and a baby
adorable.
sling on the front of an assassin droid. You know, just another Tuesday.
Oh dear, oh dear. So, obviously you've been told you will be getting a new mission, but you haven't been told what that was. So you kind of just got time to mill around and, you know, settle, decide, hey, maybe we'll go get a nice nap, maybe we'll order a takeout. Well, you just had takeout, actually. Don't know if you need another takeout right away. But yeah, you've just got time to relax, refresh, maybe converse with one another if you so wish to about the inner darkness you just had to face. Because you all just saw each other get swallowed by darkness and then come out looking different.
Yeah,
Well,
for,
2 out of 3.
Xylene
Well,
kind of like
yeah.
waited. Yeah.
Xylene wanted to do hers in private, which is perfectly valid and reasonable. So, if there is any conversation or interaction you would like to have, that is more than okay. Or if you just want to say what your character would probably do to unwind for, say, like an hour or two.
I was gonna say, don't we all have like something different aesthetically about us? Like I know my hair went from blue to red, I think, red or pink, and
That sounds
was part of
very
the whole-
familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to see like, remind me what everybody else's thing was? Question
I
mark?
know that Rissix's hair, instead of being in that like half up mom bun, is, I want to say, in a ponytail. I should have written this down. And I know her outfit is less like just woke up and threw on whatever's clean. Like I want to say she's wearing like, what did I say? Like a, I don't know, like a suit?
I
Something?
think it was like a pantsuit, wasn't it?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I
Boss ass
think-
pantsuit.
yeah.
That sounds incredibly familiar.
Yeah.
And did Siri have any physical changes?
Yeah, Siri's coat is like a bit iridescent, kind of shimmery. Like iridescent and slightly out of phase is the best way I can put it.
That's it. Right, in my mind, I've just got this wonderful image of these three, like, ridiculous anime characters just stood in an elevator, this, like, translucent-ish cat just being held by HK-47. I was like, yep.
And poor
I assume
Zell
with,
in the
like-
corner like,
Yeah, like, massive,
Girl from
like,
Ipanema playing on the elevator music.
Mm-hmm. And we're all just like quietly standing around.
Yeah.
Kicky legs,
Xylene's
kicky
toe
legs,
starts
kicky
tapping
legs,
to
kicky
the-
legs, kicky legs. Air biscuits.
Okay. So when the elevator hits the bottom, I believe Zell would be like, so like, how do I leave? Is it like that way? You know what? All right, cool.
He's that way.
Thanks, Cat. Cool. I'll catch you later, bros, dudes, peeps. That's the right word. Have a good one. Later. And Zell just wanders off, clearly in the wrong direction.
we should correct them, but I don't want to.
No, that's the way I pointed. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm busy. I say, standing
Got
there in
on
the
to
hallway.
sex cliss later. It's fine.
So,
Is our
sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, is our apartment still totally trashed? Did we ever fully clean it up?
Food.
I don't know if we had time. And we still had to go shopping for food.
Oh, I just thought jump into an alternate world just to go grocery shopping without getting hassled.
I mean, it is an option.
That theoretically
The
could
grocery
be
store
an
here was
option.
closed.
But where would we go? I don't remember a shop in any of the past three. Well,
Is there
no,
like
the
a,
last one.
Is there like a
I-
shopping world or something? You could do that.
Bardic,
Mhm.
out of character question. Would we be aware of Twilight Town? Because we're in Hollow Bastion.
Twilight Town, yes. Theoretically, I see no reason why you would not be aware of its existence.
But isn't there a slight concern being nobodies and going to Twilight Town? Not like a whole thing.
Well, I mean, as long as, we're not explicitly like, hello, I am Xylene and I'm a nobody. It's not like we're wearing our, robes and such. Our
You got
actual
robes?
uniforms. Sure.
Wear disguises.
Sorry, does this mean somewhere in a closet there is a tiny cat-sized robe?
Apparently.
Seriously?
No, I have a robe.
We had
Yeah,
to wear
we-
it for
we could-
orientation that one time, and then we just never touched them again. That thing.
Pretty much. They're kind of scratchy. They're hot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't wear mine.
Hmm.
It's-
I just want to imagine what a cat robe would look like.
I'm sure you could find it online. Like, now I'm gotta look at cat cosplay. and
I
see if
mean,
they've done any.
cats generally hate wearing clothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Cats
found
like
one on
it.
Etsy just straight off the. Oh no! Come on.
oh,
It's a
is it
little gray
awful?
bathrobe I found. It's awfully amazing, is what it is.
That's.
Oh, I did not mean to put that there. Whoops.
Oops.
Hold up.
Oh
Delete.
my
Whoops.
god.
Here, I will put it in our Discord. There we go.
Yeah.
In our Discord channel over on Nerds with Dice.
Oh, I kinda
It's
love
beautiful.
That.
So- Sorry, it's amusing we're talking about cats. I'm having a total cat moment. There's a tiny little bird just outside the window.
Oh,
And it's just, bye bird.
here's
I just
here's a
saw-
cat in a studded leather jacket with a purple mohawk. Thank you, cat cosplay.
This is amazing. That robe
But yes,
It's
cat robes, they
is so
exist.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Love it.
Oh dear, oh dear. Alright. Boom. I will try and retain a level of focus
Mm.
in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so your apartment, I don't believe you ever went and like tidy. Like, I think you maybe ummed and ahed about doing some tidying of it in between recruiting HK47 and having the meeting, but I think it's very clearly in that like it's not fully sorted yet. But I don't know if I have the energy to do any more.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
definitely-
she's pretty minimal.
shove everything into a closet.
Actually, I think that was basically our method.
yeah.
Is, like, we cleaned up like the actual, like, you know, any kind of actual food and stuff on the counter, but the rest of it just shoved into the pantry, closet, wherever it would fit. So it's clean.
That's a good way to clean. As for food, obviously you had takeout delivered up there. Did you do that thing? Because I know I've done it. When you know you don't have any food in, so you order more takeout than you actually intend to eat, so you'll have some later as leftovers.
I do. Yeah.
I do that, yeah.
Like, look, if I'm having to buy a meal now, I might as well actually buy two, because I'm totally not going grocery shopping before.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
So I like to imagine you've got all the takeout boxes with you. Okay, well, we can at least go put this in the fridge. You know, just hang out, feet up. We'll worry about grocery shopping tomorrow. Just time to relax and unwind, and you know.
I have an idea.
You have been... Oh, okay.
HK, go to the store and collect food for us, please.
Okay, yeah. HK47 kind of looks at you. I assume removes you from the harness,
Yes.
places you down gently, and yeah, HK47 like just like kind of like pauses for a moment as if processing, and then I'm so bad at thinking how HK47 will speak. My brain is just not grabbing it off the top of my head. But they very much like they give a confirmation like, yep, I will
Affirmative.
achieve this. Yeah, affirmative. I will complete this task to the highest of my capabilities, master. And we'll just. I think what HK then does is pulls out his sniper rifle.
Yep. That's what I was expecting. Okay.
He just sniper rifle out and just walks out.
I will say I did try to, like, the moment I feel like the moment I heard, hey, get us food, I might have like tried to like really quickly write out like 2 or 3 things and like shoved it into somewhere
Just like
where
slap a
HK's
post-it note
pocket.
on
Just slap a post-it note on his on him. Just yeah.
Yeah, Rissix
Because,
is just kind of falling face forward onto the couch and letting someone else deal with it.
Wait.
That is a mood.
Hold on. Let me do a quick roll real fast here. 9, 10, perfect. I use the Dance Water Dance to create clones. So they can move individually. There's 5 of them, and they can move individually.
Oh, no.
One of them goes with HK.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm just kind of looking up. Oh yeah, you can do that, can't you, Siri?
The other 4.
Reach out, still face
Nap.
down on the couch and give thumbs up.
So here's a question: if all 5 clones are nap for 1 hour, is that the equivalent of Siri getting a 4-hour nap?
Why not? Well, technically it's 5 because there's the 5 plus Siri, and 1 went away. So 5-hour nap, 5-hour energy with clones. Why not?
That just amuses me. So theoretically, Siri could now get what 96 hours of sleep in a day.
That dream, yes.
And still be out doing stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
That's
at any
so
given
convenient.
time during this period while HK and Siri are out,
Mhm.
the other 5 are any combination of napping or doing things.
The ambiguity on doing things. Anything specific or just things?
All right, well, if we have enough time, 2 of them are going to run out the door. One of them is going to go very specifically go hang out with Valkyriv.
Mhm.
And the other one is going to go make Sexless's life a living hell.
Of course.
And then when Sexless comes back, you know, there are witnesses to say, no, Siri wasn't there. What are you talking about? Why are you
Siri's dead the whole
lying?
time.
Yeah.
And that is what we call multitasking.
Mm-hmm.
I can pester everyone at the same time.
Yep.
Oh, I'm
The
gonna
dream
kick up
of
and
all
watch
cats.
TV. Yes.
Oh yeah, you have a TV.
Yes, I just took a TV from New York and Texlarb hooked it up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's
So-
right. We're getting a ship out of Texlarb, too.
Yep, Texlab is currently working on your gummy shit.
Yeah, one of those
Okay.
clones is wandering around that workshop. Who knows what they'll find?
Not
I
me.
sure don't. It's great.
Okay, so Risix.
Yes.
Despite having the full, I have progressed from just out of bed, tired, wine mom, to I'm a badass, powerful woman, but I'm still gonna go have a nice nap.
Mhm.
I've got my shit together, but I need a nap. So I love that aesthetic. I love that vibe. Xylene, you, I assume, feet up, TV on. The world is not my problem anymore. This is all I need to
Absolutely, we've
focus
done-
on.
Yeah, we've done way too much recently. I need a break, and this is good.
Yeah. And Siri is in 5 places at once, causing as much chaos as possible.
6
whilst
places.
also getting
Even
a
better.
nap. 6 places at once. So the most important thing is, where does Siri nap? In what position is the clones that are napping? Where have they positioned themselves?
Are there sunbeams?
Yes.
Across as many sunbeams as possible.
Love the image of like 3 Siris spreading themselves out to cover all the sunbeams coming from the window. Just all.
Sunning all different sides, too.
I am jealous of this imaginary cat.
Right?
I know.
Maximum
That's gotta
cozy.
be
This sounds magical.
While also being a complete bastard multiple places.
Multiple places. Okay. So I kind of like the idea of, you know, just like little vignettes. So we see Risix enjoying a well-earned lie down, and we see Xylene absorbed into whatever television program is playing. I don't know what it is. We'll figure out what trash TV we all get to watch.
Saturday morning
You can
cartoons.
cut-
I like Saturday morning cartoon. Oh, like the
Uh-oh.
oh my gosh.
Uh-oh. I just did a thing. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's just like surveillance footage of the X-Men and Gargoyles.
Why is it so entertaining to watch them?
It's like Kingdom Hearts reality TV.
Oh my god.
Oh. We have the the Union talent show, you know, X Factor.
God damn it.
Okay, low key. I think the next time we have like a downtime session, that has to be a thing.
Oh, we got the musical episode. Yes.
Well, the musical episode isn't a downtime episode. That's going to be a different one.
Oh, fair. Oh.
I've got plans. I've got
Oh.
plans. Plans I need to do a lot more research for, but plans. Okay, so let's see. I can do... Sorry, my computer was just being very unhappy for a second. I'm just seeing if there's something I can do to help it along. So I'll be done with making my computer work better now. There we go. So then, if we jump over to the other vignettes, well, you know, all the series. So we have Siri pestering Sexless, just causing chaos in the lab, just knocking things over. Sexless like Wah! Runs, and Siri like it is hilarious because it's sexless and it just amuses me. I kind of like the idea that with TextLab, in a pure contrast, Siri is actually more of an assistant. Not an intentional assistant, but goes to knock something over, and it's exactly what TextLab needed at that moment. So you knock something over, like it hits the floor, or it like lands in TextLab's like lab coat pocket and goes, ah!
It works out.
Yeah.
Chaos plus chaos equals organization.
That is how it works, right?
Yeah.
Then what misfortune is Siri Clone inflicting on Zalcriv?
Oh, Valkyrie, it's just like an actual hangout session. They have a light link. They love each other.
This is true. They do. So a hangout session with Zalcriv, what would that be? Like, So Zalcriv's whole thing is that, you know, she could totally kick your ass. Like, that is like most of her character. So the hangout,
Sparring practice?
it could be sparring practice, or I think as a contrast to her main thing being I could kick your ass, like, I don't know, maybe it's something like relaxing, maybe it's more like yoga, and Siri just gets like sit on her back while she does
Cat
yoga. Or something.
yoga.
Cat yoga.
Oh,
yes.
hell yes.
Boom. Love that. I'm very proud, very happy with that. And then Siri and HK go shopping. I kind of like the idea that they're slowly reopening downtown. HK just walks in with a sniper rifle. Everyone is like, what? So I think you just go and grab things and walk out.
Yep. Just like paw across a shelf, just whoosh right into a cart.
The thing is, you don't even like bag it up. You just walk out with the cart.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like this is the first time that happened. That sort of things happened. Either like Siri's just known for grabbing stuff and just walking out, and they know where to send the bill at this point.
So
the thing is about where to send that bill is it always goes to Sexcliss.
yes, always. Now, out of curiosity, when Siri shops, does Siri like obviously pour whoosh? Is it just whatever random things happen to be on that particular aisle, or does Siri always go to a specific aisle and just gets all of it?
Well, like all the cat food, obviously. Definitely make sure to get the kinds of coffee that Xylene and Rissix love, as well as, you know, their favorite snacks.
No.
And like clears out the wine aisle.
Of course. And then do you get like one trashy magazine? Because you know Rissik sometimes likes to have a flick through when she's not really paying attention to anything else in the world.
Hell yes.
I know that
Is
hasn't been
there a
established,
TV
but-
guide now too? Just out of curiosity.
Yes.
Done.
Oh my god, this would actually be a plot point of how we find out what's on TV. Okay, so what nonsensical, like, overly dramatic headline is on the cover of this TV guide? What scandalous thing are they trying to use to make people pick this up?
King Mickey spotted at a nightclub? Exclusive pictures inside.
Oh my god, yes.
See the colors of this coming season, featuring the Union Boss.
The idea was just like this candid picture of this shadowy figure going, no. All black. It's like an outstretched, like not even a hand, just black blob.
Let's see.
There's a cooking with Minnie column
What else?
where she just puts her best recipes.
Minnie is the Martha Stewart of this world.
Oh,
Yeah, that's totally my headcanon. Is like it's like a cooking with Minnie. She puts like recipes and like little decorative tips.
Does Snoop Dogg exist in Disney canon? I have to look at this now because I know he's recorded stuff for.
I
I
am like 99% certain Snoop Dogg has voiced at least one character somewhere in something Disney. I would not be surprised if that was a thing.
Okay, yeah. Here we go. Is Snoop
I found the
Dogg
thing
in
where
The
Snoop does
Witcher?
sing Let It
What?
Go.
What is Snoop Dogg in The
you aren't.
Witcher?
Oh,
A
well.
thing that I
If
just-
you looked up what I did, you're not gonna like the like two more after that. It's not great. Right. What else? Let's see. Goofy's gosh darn gossip column.
See, I'm still
Donald's
smiling at
meditation tips.
very
Advanced
happy about that.
brooding with Squall.
Yes. But see, I'm still stuck on Minnie the home cook because specifically in Kingdom Hearts, if anyone remembers in Kingdom Hearts 2, it's like the smallest little section. Like most people won't even remember it exists. But there is a very small escort mission that you as Sora have to do with Minnie. Which is hilarious because Minnie is probably the most powerful character you ever come across in the series. Because she just demolishes like a room full of Heartless. With just like
I literally watched that or played through that like 2 days ago.
yeah, like she has this like ridiculously overpowered light magic and just like destroy an entire room with like two attacks.
Okay,
It's
okay.
hilarious.
No, that's.
But you're stuck protecting her, and if as she takes damage, like if her damage bar fills up, then you fail the mission. I'm like, but
Pom pom.
then
But
she
she's
does.
the one killing everything.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I kind of tried to power through.
So long.
So basically,
I
we've
tried to
created
power
Kingdom
through
Hearts
Kingdom
Weekly
Hearts
World
2
News.
very fast.
Yes, yeah. Who's
I'm
Bat
very
Boy?
happy.
I know that's. Oh shoot, I forgot the name of the.
No,
thing
no.
That did like Bat
It's
Boy.
who is Catboy, and it's a blurry picture of Sephiroth.
Oh, okay, this makes me very happy. You realize this now means that after almost every mission, we need to make notes of what nonsense gets put on the cover of the next one, right?
Yes.
Oh, this makes me very happy. So, after all these various scenes and vignettes, Siri and HK arrive back with just a cart full of shopping. The other series will probably be done with their chaos/yoga at some point. A good amount of time has passed, a couple of hours. It's probably nighttime, probably, I don't know how late this group likes to stay up, if you're like super night owls, or you go, alright, it's like 10, 11 in the evening, should probably be looking at going to bed soon-ish, maybe, or we'll binge watch another season and a half of whatever reality TV we're watching.
Real Housewives of
Hollow Bastion? Oh my god. Who would that be? Oh no.
So
Angry ass
that would
Tinkerbell?
be-
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, so that would be like the fairy godmother from Cinderella.
The three
That would
sisters
be-
from Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. Aerith and Tifa.
I'm just picturing that
Ooh.
SNL sketch from a few years ago.
I don't know it.
Oh god, it's worth looking up. It has like Kristen Wiig as like wine drunk Cinderella, Belle trying to launch her music career,
Oh,
very
yeah.
obviously gay Prince Charming.
Wait.
It's pretty fun.
Instead of Real Housewives, something princesses. Perfect princesses.
Yes.
I was just thinking Pig Royalty from Discovery Plus.
I don't
I'm
know
sorry,
that,
I've
but now I'm
gotten
so
really
curious.
I've gotten apparently it's amazing.
Is it
I've
about
gotten
pigs?
really into yes, actually it's about like some Texan like fair people who show pigs, and it's like picture. Do you remember that movie Drop Dead Gorgeous from the late 90s?
Sadly.
I know of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that but with pigs instead of beauty pageants.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
So you can, in fact, put lipstick on a pig.
Yes.
And it helps.
Yeah.
Do they,
I
in
have
fact,
not
place pearls
actually-
before swine?
I would hope that someone would. I haven't actually watched it yet, but one of the 90 Day Fiancé podcasts I listened to, like, covered the whole first season. And yeah.
I love how you just said one of the 90 Day Fiancé podcast.
I listened to 4. I have a problem. Look,
Oh, whoa.
this
This
quarantine
is
has done things to me.
This is a no judgment zone. It's okay.
Alright, so... For real, Vincent Price was like a world-renowned gourmand.
Yeah.
Dude loves
Yes.
his food. I actually have his cookbook. It's absolutely amazing. Oh my god.
I would love to
Outrageous.
find his cookbook for real.
It was a gift many years ago. But...
Hey, speaking of Pride Month, our bisexual king.
A what? Oh, hell yes!
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, rest in peace, an Anthony Bourdain style travel thing with Vincent Price.
Yes.
Yes.
And now he can
Okay.
spice up the episodes by hitting things with keyblades and then going back to the
Yes.
food.
Okay,
Mhm.
but what if? I don't know how we can do it, but what if?
The
Wait,
Swedish chef.
The Swedish Chef also.
Uh,
but I
yeah.
was wondering, is there
Travel
any
show
way
with the
we?
Swedish chef and Vincent Price.
Well, I was wondering, is there any way we could fit like Guy Fieri into this? Like,
I'm sure Guy Fieri has had a cameo or something on a Disney show, right?
in which network was? I don't remember the order. It's lots of D's.
I believe he has a restaurant at Disney
He
Springs.
does. It's called Chicken Guy.
He does.
Boom.
Guy Fieri, Vincent Price, Swedish Chef, traveling cooking show. They go to all the different worlds, partaking and cooking the food.
Yes.
Dear God, that's amazing, and I love it.
Oh, there's a restaurant at Disney Springs called the Daily Poutine, and now I really want poutine.
I just want to go back to Disney in general.
Well, yeah.
We always get super nostalgic on the when we're playing. Just like, what?
Look, you can't have a group of adults talking Disney without
No.
getting super nostalgic.
This is true.
Absolutely true.
On a fundamental basis, the entire Kingdom Hearts property is fueled by nostalgia. You know, even when it first came out in like 2002, its selling point was, "Hey, all your favorite characters are here in one place." It's like, yeah, no, I'm here for it. Give me all of it. Like, just feed me.
Hey, just
Which
real
exactly what
quick,
Vincent
is,
Price
Discord
says.
down for anyone else? Just me?
Is Discord
what?
down?
Yeah, Discord's not
Discord
working
down?
for me.
No.
Alright, whatever. Cool, it's just me. That's fine. Everything else is working,
my-
so... Uh-oh.
So
Hmm.
that thing you just sent, Kate, I forgot that existed.
I didn't even know that that was a thing because apparently it was just a UK.
Oh, it's not down... Oh,
Uh,
I remember that.
To
Yes.
news?
Yeah,
I don't.
Lord.
I do remember this. Like, I just remember. It's like a very visceral memory of just seeing that yellow person, and it was like this very weird little thing that I'd use, because the Disney Channel was like one of the very few channels in the UK which didn't have commercial breaks for some reason, and so
Huh.
this would go on in between things.
Hmm.
And it was kind of like a little bit of a promo, but also like its own weird thing. It's
I
very
don't know. I
strange.
watched I watched that clip, and for context, if people watching, I found Toon News, which was a thing. Apparently the guy doesn't wear pants, and he has boxers with like hearts all over them. And
Yeah,
anytime you
yeah, I
see
remember
him,
that.
like you see the bottom half of him just wearing boxers and has
Someone
cowboy boots on.
riffed off of that. Or they actually brought him into like main canon at some point with the Muppets. Because I remember the heart boxers and cowboy boots. And it might have been like a future. It might have been one of the Muppet movies actually.
I think it might have been.
Because
yeah.
Sweetums like would randomly come in and like devour them.
The amount of wild stuff that just exists, and you kind of forget about, and then we'll just be like, oh shoot, yeah, that was like a
Ah.
thing.
It sure was a real thing.
Apparently,
So-
it was nominated for a BAFTA.
What?
Uh huh.
I don't have an explanation for that.
So,
Maybe we just have. Thank you.
But yeah, that's a rabbit hole. Anyway.
Yeah.
So,
it's all of
Here
this.
we
And it's
go.
amazing.
It's getting later on. You haven't been like, no one's come to you saying, "All right, here's a new mission." Everything's a little bit up in the air, so you don't really know what's meant to be happening. How does that make everybody like feel? Is everyone like, okay, what? Just more vacation time, or does anyone like have any concerns
I
they'd
mean-
want to bring up to one another?
Isn't it canonically still the same day that we did all of these jobs?
Think
Just
so.
getting
so.
late into the day.
Huh.
So, dang it, we've earned
I
a
believe
break.
to sleep.
We have earned a break.
I believe so.
Yeah. So it doesn't seem that strange if we're not getting a job in, because dang it, we've already done like multiples in one day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we did multiple jobs and then had deep personal truths about ourselves revealed. We need a break.
it's been a day.
Yeah.
I sleep.
That is.
So it's the plan that everyone will like sleep through the night
Okay,
at
yeah.
3 a.m. Yeah! Yeah! As is
Siri
tradition.
gets zoomies.
Oh yeah, yep. 3 a.m. zoomies.
Okay, So if we're all very much happy and agreed, all right, sleep, get good rest, all that good stuff. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let's blur up the dog so we don't fall. There we go. It doesn't actually work, but sometimes it does, and I feel powerful.
That's fair.
So,
It's because you said that it might work.
she is very unhappy that she is not getting attention right at this exact second, but it's fine. She'll calm down. She's a drama queen, like a massive drama queen. And the problem is, if I keep looking at her, she's eventually going to think I'm going to give her attention, so she's going to keep doing it. But also, if I ignore her, she gets louder, so it's... Chihuahuas are the monster. Little bastards. So, for my own amusement, I think, whilst everyone gets sleep, and obviously Sir will get zoomies, what kind of dreams do the people have? Rissix.
Rissix is not sleeping very well. Rissix is having nightmares.
Oh.
Yeah, just like hallways and that, you know, those dreams where you're trying to run, but it feels like you're running through cement, like through wet cement.
Yeah, not pleasant.
Yeah.
Is there anything specific that occurs in a nightmare to make it stand out, or is it just general stress, anxiety induced nightmares? So
in the hallways, she's seeing people that she feels are familiar, but she can't see their faces and can't put a name to it. But they're just like standing, lining the hallways that she's running through, or trying to run through.
That is incredibly unpleasant as a thought to envision like that. Yeah, no. Okay. Is there anything else you would like to add into this, or just that's the general crux of like just very stressful, anxiety-inducing, unpleasant
That's the general crux
feeling.
of it. Waking up a few times, like basically just sleeping very shallowly, dreaming through most of it. Wakes up for the zoomies. It's one of those nights where you're, you know, just maybe sleeping 2 hours at a time.
Xylene, how's your sleep?
Okay, so yeah, so basically I keep replaying what happened in my little personal thing, you know. So starts out on a beach running towards the silhouette figure. However, the dreams keep being interrupted. At one point, you know, it's briefly interrupted by Hudson that we had met earlier. And then just all of a sudden, Muppets just kind of start appearing, animals like playing the drums and the, you know, off on the far end of the beach, and I'm just very, very confused because I'm, you know, again replaying this deeply personal thing, but constantly being interrupted by Muppets. And I look down, and at one point my hands are back to being in Muppet form, and I'm like, this is kind of taking away from the whole deep thing that this is supposed to be. Okay. And that's just on loop.
Oh,
The heart,
sorry, that...
the heartless I see is it turns into a Muppet at one point.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
This is just my nightmare.
Somewhere in the background there's like
time to meet the Muppets. It's time to meet the Muppets.
the Muppets theme is slowed down to be played at 50% speed, and it's been pitched down like half a tone.
Goes into a minor key.
So it's just slightly disjointed.
At one point, I wake up in the night, just sit up and go, "Enough Muppets!" and then go back to sleep.
I wake up for that.
Get woken up by the scream of Muppets. Okay. Siri. Before Zoomies, I assume there was some sleep. Was there a dream in
Yes.
some sleep? Mm-hmm.
So I think one of the downsides for Siri of connecting with other beings is when Siri sleeps, gets like glimpses of what's going on in their lives in that moment. So like sees some things going on in the Muppet Theater, is a creepy owl tube. The other one. Blanking.
Magneto.
Oh yeah, Magneto beans, laughing maniacally, as is tradition. Just like, so getting these like brief, not like very helpful or anything, but just flashes of what they're going through and their emotional states and things like that. And it's, you know, it's not very restful.
No, yeah. I can kind of imagine, you know, not to try and impart deepness that's not there, but I can imagine it kind of messes a little bit with your sense of self. It's like, so, am I experiencing these things? Am I these people? Are these people me? Am I me? Where's the separation?
Yeah, it's what always happens after that, and it was 4 back to back, and so that's, one's usually not pleasant, but like 4 is just overwhelming. It's just layers upon layers of sensory input.
And okay, I then find it quite interesting that if that was to happen pre-Zoomies, then it's almost as if like that happens, the wake up because like, okay, I need to run around,
Yep.
figure myself out. I don't like this. What happened? Okay, no, I like that. That is actually quite deep and introspective, which is a big part of the game for me. Okay, so no one's getting wonderful sleep. Yeah. I mean, okay, I don't know if we'll be able to relate to that personally. It's quite hard to imagine what it must be like to not get great sleep, but I'm sure we can all do our best.
So for the folks at home, I have had 3 hours of sleep today.
I was literally just about to say, put your hand up if you had more than 4 hours sleep today.
I did actually, but that's only because I did so much the day before that I literally like worked myself into pass out sleep and then woke up at like 5 something.
I did because I was medicated.
Oh dear. See, unfortunately, the UK is doing one of its very, very silly things where it just gets unbearably hot. I mean, hot for people in the UK, not for regular people who know what temperature is. But, you know, it's just unbearably hot to all of our big houses that are designed to keep heat in. Yet, and by the way, with no AC, air conditioning is not a thing in UK houses.
That's
Just
so
getting
upsetting.
Yeah.
It's fine because I literally know next week it's going to be, you know, nothing but rain and cold again. Like, we have weather, but we are not equipped to deal with any of it.
Let me introduce you to a concept of the window AC unit. Oh. No, but really, they're amazing.
They are.
I do comprehend them, and I get very jealous whenever well, just because I know they exist.
Yeah. I don't even know if they're like prevalent at all over there.
Oh, no. Air conditioning is not remotely like, even in like brand new houses being built, air conditioning is just not a thing put into them.
Yeah, as a
heating.
Texan, that boggles my mind. But
See,
then again, we're not built for cold, so very demonstrably, as we found out.
Yeah.
Yeah, being someone from the South, I'm like, no, I could not survive without AC. But I like to live in an icebox, so you know.
The in like commercial builds, so in stores and banks, and these are literally the only types of buildings I imagine that exist anymore because I'm so unfamiliar with the outside world. But in commercial buildings, yes, AC exists, but in private properties and homes, no. Like, not a
Oof.
single home has an AC in that I have ever experienced.
God, that's
Ever.
wild.
It's these tiny little differences that you go, oh yeah, we are still weirdly different countries aside from, despite being very similar in lots of other aspects. But hey, the world is strange.
Mm.
Okay. So, is there anything else anybody would like to cover in their sleep time, or should we slowly transition to the next morning?
I'm good with a morning transition if everybody else is.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Cool. All right, morning. Of course, sunbeams perforate through the windows. No one slept particularly well, so that means the sun has to be obnoxiously bright. It also does that thing where it's uncomfortably warm, because the sun just hits through a glass and just makes the room a little bit too warm. It's bright. For some reason, there's like 200 goddamn birds making too much noise outside. You've never seen a bird before, but now on this day, when you needed more sleep, they're everywhere. And they will not shut up. It's horrible. It is not a pleasant way to start the day.
HK. Make them quiet.
Hey, Robot, you like murder, right?
Confirmation.
Oh
Yes,
no!
master. He just laser blasts.
Ah,
Nice.
it's like a
Stuff
John
that I
Woo
wish
film.
I could have done back in the day. There used to be this bird that was outside my window and would start screaming at 2 in the morning. And I was so close to going down
Oh,
to the gas
no.
station and buying like a cheap drone and attaching a knife to it and just like going after the bird.
Oh no!
I mean, I
So
did,
of
but
all of the things, I was considering buying like some stuff to throw at it. I was, even like I was considering buying, just something to make a loud noise. No, drone, knife. I'm gonna fight this bird.
Look. We have robots. Why not use them?
Captain Stabbies, Air Force Division. Sorry, Admiral Stabbies. My bad. Although it would be General for the Air Force.
Knife drone can be friends with Knife Roomba.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I love the knife Roomba thing.
Then Knife Roomba becomes Knife Aircraft Carrier.
They're HK-47's distant cousins.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh.
so that is just.
Grand Admiral Thrawn, this is Grand Admiral Stabbies.
Sorry. I think the reason I'm so tickled by it is because I can 100% empathize with being so distressed at, this thing, because it's just there. And it's like, the fact that you go to such a, unreasonable, unlogical solution instead of, throwing a rock at it, alright, that's it. Knife. I'm like, no, I relate.
I'm going to
was
stab
mad. I
you,
was really
but I'm going to
angry.
use something way overcomplicated to deliver that stab.
Oh, it was high up and I'm very small.
Yep, alright. I'm sold. We're good. Oh,
You know,
love
it didn't
I just
occur
want-
to me until literally this moment that might have been an unreasonable response.
The thing is, I totally
I
understand.
don't think it's
why
an
at that
unreasonable
moment-
response. Over-engineered, yes. Unreasonable, nah.
See, the thing is, I know it could very much look like laughing at, Lauren, Mark, and I want to emphasize, not for 1 second, I'm not laughing.
No.
I am laughing because I 100% get it, and I would probably have done the exact same thing.
Oh yeah.
If I had been like at a gas station, I would have seen it had a cheap drone in earlier that day. Like, all right, I need to stop this bird. Well, what ideas do I have? Knife drone. Got it. Let's go.
Especially when you're like hella sleep deprived and stuff like that. You don't think of things like just throw a rock or whatever. It's this is now personal, and I'm going to take this personally, and I'm going to deal with it. It just engages weird engineer lizard brain, and God, I get that.
So I also feel, now I know this might seem a little bit over precautious, but do not attach knives to drones.
Yeah,
No.
no, that's a not great idea. Also, it throws off the balance.
That's the reason why, because it throws off the balance.
So you put
Nope.
4 knives on it, balanced.
All pointing out.
Don't actually do this. Please don't do this.
No,
No, don't.
People do
See?
weird enough stuff with drones online. You could just go to YouTube and get your fill there.
Yeah.
I would
I'm now alarmed
put
that
one
at
in a
some
ghost
point,
costume
you know-
and fly it around.
Okay, so out of curiosity, obviously we are in a dystopian capitalist hellscape. At what point do we just make the check mark and go, all right, that's it, beyond saving? Because I think people using drones to stab each other is a pretty solid check mark.
It's just the next phase of battle bots.
So dueling is illegal, right?
I think so.
Yeah, now, yeah.
Yes, like it is not legal in any state of in the U.S. that I am aware of to,
Oh,
pistols
dueling
at
is
dawn.
Dueling is still.
I think it actually
technically
is
legal
in one or
Texas.
two.
Of course,
Of
it's
course
legal
it
in
is
Texas.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
Texas,
mutual
it is
combat
still.
law.
Yeah.
Okay,
As of 2019. I don't know if it's still.
so I'm just saying, if 2 drone operators happen to strap knives to their drones and engage in a stabbies at each other, it's not technically dueling.
No, yeah.
Seriously,
Put
for
way
real
too
though,
much thought
folks,
into this.
don't do this. Don't do this.
Don't-
This is not an
don't do
endorsement by us
No.
nor
This is
Nerds
all
with
just
Dice. This is
theoretical.
theoretical.
Yeah, all of that.
But drone jousting would actually be pretty cool, just as a concept. Racing drones plus the jousting.
So I'm writing that down. Okay. Oh,
States
God,
Fort.
Surprisingly, I was just about to say, we're not doing great at focusing, but surprisingly, this is actually above average for us.
Yeah.
And we've actually had some good ideas, but you, the viewer, you could probably steal and patent before we do. So, that's free marketing. That's
Well,
right there.
no, because we stated it and we have a recording of it, but I don't want to get it. I've had enough of dealing with trademark shit today. Christ.
Fair. That's totally fair.
It's
Okay,
been a day,
so it is a horrible, horrible morning. You do have coffee and wine, but we should pretend that that we should try and have enough self-control to realize wine first thing in the morning is just never a good idea.
Yeah, no,
So-
coffee.
We'll lean into coffee. How is everybody feeling? How is everybody looking this morning?
Rissix looks rough, like she fell asleep in the pantsuit, so that's all rumpled. Her hair is falling out of the ponytail, like the really cool ponytail that it was in. And she has just like deep bags under her eyes, just kind of hovering over a cup of coffee.
Xylene, how are you looking this morning?
Bags under eyes and all of that for sure. I just grab a box of cereal, which my headcanon is absolutely the Muds and Bugs cereal that used to be a thing. The Disney, when they did the Disney Kellogg
the Lion King one.
mesh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Lion King one. Mud and Bugs.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, absolutely just making bowl of cereal, very quiet, and just like pretty much silence the majority of the morning. Hair's a bit disheveled. I haven't really bothered getting ready for the day at this point, just kind of trudging around in pajamas and such. And at one point, the only thing I'm going to say is just, I don't know if I ever want to go back to the Muppet Theater again. Whoa!
Everything okay?
Sorry, my phone. Yeah, no, my phone just went off. I thought I was on. I was on silent, but I guess my phone said you're not. Sorry about that.
I
Yeah.
thought something had like just been knocked over, and you're like, oh no. But okay.
No, it's just I've got like a very loud like metal version of the Sailor Moon theme song, and it's loud, and I'd rather y'all not have to deal with that. So yeah, but yeah.
And Siri, how is your morning looking?
Eat me. Pathetic cat meows.
As Siri is doing pathetic cat meows for Feed Me, I think Pudding is also mimicking, like copying Siri, and just like so much so, but Pudding is slightly changing their shape to almost be cat-like and going.
Identity theft is not a laughing matter.
Oh, so cute.
Siri is not persuaded.
Rissix was marginally cheered.
So I assume somebody puts the food out for the two. For Pudding, did we ever give Pudding an actual food bowl, or are we using Siri? Like, does Siri have an old food bowl that we're now using for Pudding?
I mean, the only person who would have really had a chance to pick up a bowl would be Siri and HK. I don't.
they're not
I
gonna.
for some reason, I feel like that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm probably like grabbed just some random bowl from the back of the cabinet and set it on the floor or on a cabinet or a counter or something.
Yeah, I mean, we have dishes and stuff.
Now,
So.
How does Siri feel about Pudding getting to eat off a fancy dish instead of the?
It would be such a shame if Pudding had to make some sort of a roll to learn how to eat out of a bowl now, wouldn't it?
You know what? I think that's fair. Thus far, Pudding has just consumed, has never carefully. So let's see how Pudding does.
Let's see. So I have this link move called We're All Connected.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wherein I have a pool of pluses and negatives to throw into things. Let's see, right now I have a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 that I could in theory spend. I'm gonna spend 3 of my links to give Pudding a -3.
Okay.
And by pudding, I mean everyone in the room has a -3 to their rolls right now.
Oh no!
So, pudding is met with this food on a dish or on a, and what pudding proceeds to do is look at it, consume the dish, and the food is just left on the floor.
Yoink!
Pudding? No, that's not how you do it. Picks up the bowl, drops it on the floor. Oh. Or picks
Oh,
up the
dear.
food. Yeah.
You try to tidy up and just dropping up. Not my day.
Yeah, just butterfingers all over.
Siri just
Okay.
face plants in the food. Nom 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 nom.
I'm just going to quietly watch all of this happen and drink my coffee,
Yes.
eat my cereal. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so probably at the most chaotic moment of all of this, things are quite stressful. Food has been dropped. Siri is probably flinging as much food out of the bowl as actually eating it.
What bowl? Pudding ate the
that-
bowl.
No, Siri's bowl.
Oh, right.
Siri is probably throwing food around in an equal amount of what is actually being consumed, just saving it for later. Obviously.
Oh, yeah, it's
That
a full
goes over
disaster
there.
right now.
Yeah. So probably at the most chaotic moment, I believe that'd be a moment where the little holographic phone embedded in the kitchen table goes off, and the head of the union just pops up, and very much, and it has just dawned on me, very much looks like fucking Palpatine, full cloak, just blue hologram pops up, just boom.
That's the
Thank God.
director, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a link with the director, right?
You do. You very much do have a link with the director.
Okay.
And what they do is they kind of pop up and go, I hope this is a good time for all of you.
Oh, yeah, no, we're just taking it easy, I say, with probably food smeared all over from dropping it.
just holding wet cat food dripping out of the hand. Fine. It's great.
Just a hand of loose.
Yeah,
wet
I'm
cat
just gonna Oh no. Yeah, I'm just gonna go forehead onto the counter, just yep, best timing ever. Best
Due to the
timing.
negative,
This is
would
perfect.
this be
Mm-hmm.
due to the negatives? Would we say that you maybe accidentally just miss the counter? Your head clips the side of the bowl,
Oh,
falls
yes!
off of the bowl into your lap, and you go,
Yes!
yeah, this is today.
Oh, get some in the hair too. Oh no! Yes!
This is awful.
Oh, it's awful, but yeah.
I'm so
and
glad I
with
did
that,
this.
I'm very glad this has happened. The director just kind of looks and goes, "You know what? This will do." Obviously, recently congratulated you on all of your hard work, and we here at the Union like to believe in never letting striking whilst the iron is hot. So I have your next set of missions for you. Does anyone have anything to say in response? Or should I just get off the toilet one?
Just mouthful of food.
Slowly raise hand. Thumbs up.
I'm still holding the cat food.
Well, I think what could work. You know what? Everyone take 5 minutes, get yourself cleaned up, and we can go over the details of your new mission after a quick 5 to 10 minute break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so,
sure. I'm gonna move my hand and kind of a casual way and discreetly fling the food through the hologram.
So, interesting thing about the hologram. So the director's going to go to turn it off, right?
Yes.
And?
Goes to turn it off. Clearly doesn't turn it off. Looks like just goes, okay. And then you just see it just sits down, stays fully closed. Goes, God, that was a mess. We need to like get some rules, or we need something to help people keep on top. That Sexless can't keep his lab tidy. TextLab, like, ugh.
Hitting record on a little gummy phone.
One of these days, I'll find a way to find more competent employees. Because I think the most depressing thing about it is those three are technically my best employees. Wait, is this thing still on?
I'm gonna just wave. Hey.
Nothing.
I should probably delete that. Goes to delete it. Oh, no, that's the group message. Oh, no, send.
Send
Oh,
it to
no.
everybody.
Oh, no.
Oh no, what am I pressing? Oh no. I would stop.
I can't work this gummy
Siri,
phone.
but
I
it's
don't
all-
have proper thumbs.
I would stop Siri, but they're all the way over there.
If I move right now, I'll just make more of a mess. So, I mean, oh darn, I guess.
I love how everything Siri does is like the most chaotic option possible. It just makes me very happy. Okay, so with that, should we take a quick 5 to 10 minute break? It will take. Let people bio break, walk around, all that good stuff.
And to explain to people at home, during our break, we rewrote Siri's Link move. That's the advanced move I took. And it's called We're All Connected. So, my light, whenever you take a light or heart link, you gain a +1 to a dice pool. Whenever you take a darker mastery link, you gain -1 to a dice pool. We choose to spend these dice to apply a positive or negative to the roll of everyone you have links with for the next round.
It's
so,
good. It is just more
Just
chaos, essentially. And I'm looking forward to seeing what more chaos we can instill everywhere real soon. So,
I'm the person that does this.
Oh wait, that's my job.
Be back in 5-10 minutes. See y'all.
Okay, see you soon, everybody. And we are back. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a wonderful and refreshing little break there. So we are just gonna jump straight back on in to where our team in universe just had a quick 5 to 10 minute break to sort themselves out because they've got a work call. What quick immediate things did everybody do to tidy themselves up after sending out the the recording of the director essentially calling all the other members a tad useless?
Aggressive grooming.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rissix goes to her closet, which all of the most of the clothes that were in there are now replaced by a variety of very sharp-looking pantsuits. So, yeah, switch one out for another one. This one is green.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just quick hairbrush into a ponytail, looking more functional.
Xylene, how do you prepare yourself?
Immediately go change into a different outfit, basically like switch into a different hoodie, same color, change shirt, change pants, because pants were the main concern there. And then, because I'm assuming, some of the cereal probably got into my hair, I want to attempt to try to use some magic to clean myself up.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's roll dice in this dice-based role-playing game.
Yeah.
The -3 should wear off by now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We are out of that scene, so.
Yeah. Okay. Usually that's what, a 2D, and then we still have that +1 on magic casting from
Yeah.
Rissix. Yeah.
Yes.
That is. That's 1 6, a 1, and a 2.
Okay, so.
So that's 6, 7, 6, 8, 9.
9. 9 is a success.
9.
So, I mean, since this is, you can choose one of, because it's choose one. But I don't know if you specifically actually need anything from the list.
Nah, literally, it's just like I'm just cleaning up.
Yeah. That
Basically,
is fine. That is
crypto
very
whammo.
successful.
You know.
Just, woo! Hiding.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So, boom, clean Friday. Siri, you said aggressive grooming, correct?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And so with that, hologram pops back up. You see the director, who, once again, is entirely covered in shadow. They're just kind of looking at. Was not the most effective first attempt at meeting. Thank you for this. sending the recording out. That was... Sure, that's a fun little thing that I'm happy with.
Try to delete it, but no thumbs.
Yes, I see how this could be I'll speak to TextLab, see if we can create you some kind of cat phone designed for bean usage over thumbs. Now,
Ooh,
onto
it's
the...
Siri being rewarded for bad behavior. Yay!
When does that ever happen? Onto the central
Jobs.
point of our... Yes, jobs.
Jobs.
I'm just contemplating how best to phrase my questionings. So, you all know what our primary goal is as the Union, correct?
Sort of.
You
Something
went
about
over this last
stopping
time.
darkness and stuff.
Yes. Yes,
Something
we went
about
over...
darkness.
It is a whole thing, essentially. With our most recent studies, what we have uncovered is one theoretical methodology into becoming whole again, is what we just did with all of you yesterday, find a way to separate ourselves from our darkness, and then eliminate it. The other side of this is the shells that we currently are must also be eliminated.
I like that part less.
I assume you probably...
Yeah, that sounds kind of like, you know, like, hey, you gotta go.
Yes, I understand it's a lot to risk. Theoretically cease existing and maybe you'll return back to normal. It is what I believe would be referred to as a large gamble. Here's the thing. Clearly, none of you have had your darkness already eliminated. We know where they are. They are out there. And we have been keeping track to search for these, and we believe we have found the locations of them. However, you are not the only members of the Union. You clearly already know. You have interacted with many others. Some of these have already had their darkness eliminated, and all they need to do is have the shell defeated. When we have run this through certain members, no one seemed particularly willing to be the experiment, the guinea pig, the canary in the mine shaft, as it were. So, we were wondering, well, I was wondering, if your group would have any particular opposition with maybe destroying the shell of some of your current Union members.
Oh, destroying them?
Defeat, destroy, eliminate, make go bye-bye, whatever your preferred terminology is.
Get rid of their darkness for them.
That's so. The three we know of, we've been keeping track of, have already had that darkness eliminated. It's just the shell that must be.
I mean, is it just me, or does this sound almost like a let's kill them?
It most certainly sounds like that, because that is essentially what is happening. But when you kill them, they'll get better. Well, they'll become whole again. So it's like a temporary kill, make you all human again, maybe.
Who are the 3 on the list?
Well, the 3 are Sexclus,
Done.
Zelkrib,
Okay.
and Texlab.
No, you
Plot
had us at
convenience
sexless.
dictates the
Yeah, you
plot
had it
convenience
perspective.
dictates the 3 who you've met and interacted with also happen to be the 3 that are being brought up. Plot convenience, all that.
So to clarify, you want us to go stab Sexclus real quick. Be right back.
Yeah. Well, so. Did Siri just go in?
I mean, like Siri's on the way out the door. So
we might want to
if
hold off.
there's-
I'm gonna
What?
grab Siri.
Siri-
just let the director finish
Yeah, just a little bit of patience.
before we
We
just
wanna
go
know,
randomly
like,
off
yeah,
to
where
stab.
they are.
So,
Yeah, and it might take a little bit more than just like a simple like stab, shank, done.
the difficult part comes in. Yeah, it would have to be a genuine confrontation from, and ultimately, I was trying to figure out a way in which such a thing could occur. What I think could work is essentially making your team out to be renegades, as it were. It's saying that you left the Union. They have to try and stop you from doing it, whatever it is that you're doing. We believe Texlab has made you a shift to step up on your own. And I think it would just be a very good way of. It's like some double agent, sneaky spy stuff. And I assume that'd be right up everybody's alley of interest.
What?
So essentially, get them to hunt us, but they're not actually hunting us. We're just drawing them out so we can actually stab, shank, poof.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
that is the general idea of it.
So should we start packing?
Xylene,
I'm just gonna
put me
look
down,
around
put
as
me
I-
down, Xylene. Put me down.
Slowly, please.
Groom,
Put- put
groom.
Siri
Smooth. So, Xylene left the TV on all night.
It-
And one of those things that the television program, all of them would be very short if they just talk to each other.
Yes. Well, I did try having the conversation, and surprisingly, not many people seemed quite up to the idea of maybe getting destroyed without any solid confirmation that it would work. So it's
Then do it the other way around. Don't have them hunt us. Have us hunt them. If you want real confrontation, let them know, okay, we're going to do this thing. Let them run.
see director
it's a-
having a moment of pause and goes, actually, one moment. If a hologram turns off for a second, there's like a minute and a half of awkward silence where there's no contact from the director, and then all of your gummy phones will go off simultaneously.
Yeah. I mean, in the
And-
meantime, while it's waiting, I'm gonna look at Siri and go, "Nicely done. You broke the director."
Like,
Mhm.
but, I mean, think about it. If you want us to succeed doing the thing, we keep the resources.
So all of your gummy phones go off with an email from the director, basically saying, "Attention, union members. The following members are renegades and out to eliminate the union from within. They should be taken out at all costs." And then it has like Sexless, Zalgriv, Texlar.
Ha.
The three are currently out on missions, so if you come across them, eliminate them.
Are you serious? What?
Hmm.
Did it also
mean,
go
that's-
out to the three of them?
As far as you are aware, like the director's
it's just-
stalled and can easily be tricked, but they're not entirely incompetent. So the three probably would not be aware of this.
It's the
Anyone-
Disney / Square Enix version of the end of John Wick 2.
Does anyone else kind of feel like that just might have made our job a little harder? Because now we're gonna have competition, and if
I
they
don't care
receive the
about
same thing,
competition.
okay, but if they still, if they receive the same thing that we just did, they're gonna run wherever they are, and it's gonna make things a little bit harder. 'Cause they could be who knows where.
I thought that was the entire point. Is if you have to
I
do
mean-
a true fight for your life in order for this to work, you want the best chance possible, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to forward them the email.
But how are we gonna track them? Do they have locators on their phones? Secret locators, maybe?
I mean, theoretically, if you have any kind of communication device, there'll be a way to track said communication device.
Hold on, let's see. Now there's no move that really does anything with this. Maybe deep dive, but
From the ether, maybe.
Wait,
Find
what?
a gummy phone that has the locate this phone.
you find like the master phone that has the secret tracking app.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Oh gosh. Okay, so how does From the Ether work?
Okay. When confronted with a daunting obstacle, roll with mastery. On a
Mhm.
10 plus, you get an item you need. On 7 through 9, you get something serviceable. On a miss, you invite danger.
Okay. Let's go for it.
you want
Roll
a hand with that out of curiosity?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do a +3 on it. Why not? Burn 2
Okay.
light and a heart.
All right. Well, I rolled a 7. I have 2 mastery. That makes it 9. And
Okay, so that's a 12 in total then.
yes.
Okay, so that you get an object. I believe at that moment, Risix, you use magic, and you do that. You pull out. I mean,
Yeah, I swirl my hand in a circle and do like one of those like weird like there's like a weird kind of bluish void inside, and I reach through it and pull out the master phone, I guess.
yeah, just. I mean, I think instead of it operating like a fully functional phone, I kind of like the idea of it kind of just being like it's like
Like a
phone
tracking
shaped.
device.
Yeah, so it's like phone shaped and has a screen, and that screen you can kind of like zoom out, and it kind of shows like all the worlds. It'll kind of like beep to certain ones, and so you find that, and it immediately finds 2 people. So you know you can find the location of 2 of these people. The third one, there's just not a beep anywhere. Like, it doesn't, like, it's not on any known world.
Well, we got 2 out of 3. Should we start with one of these? Do the hard
Yeah,
part
probably. Question: does it show like who is being tracked? Because I
Would there be a way to know who is being tracked, or would it just track? Okay, so I suppose what I can do is I can tell you the worlds.
I got an
that
idea.
show
Oh,
up.
go ahead.
Yeah, so the worlds that are showing up are Gravity Falls and Halloween Town. Now, who do we think would be at each one of these places?
I was actually going to kind of take it in the reverse. I would almost assume that Texlar, being, you know, the master technician of sorts, probably would have found very easily found a way to disable the tracking.
Yeah.
True.
But also assuming that Texlarb knows, but let us assume Texlarb knows.
I mean, that's also assuming, I mean, especially because they were the ones who were the, you know, techies, so they may have been the ones to install that to begin with, is my logic.
Who knows? I might have stolen this accidentally from Texlab's lab.
Or from Texlarb, which would act. Oops.
Oh. Womp.
I turn it over. There's property of Texlarb on the back.
Like, yeah, 100% says that. So,
Well,
suppose the question is, and this is entirely up to you because I'm happy to wing it either which way. Between Sexless and Zalcriv, who do you think is where? So who do we want to be at Halloween Town, and who do we want to be over at Gravity Falls? Who do we think fits where better?
Okay, who's the most dramatic? Because they would be in Nightmare Before Christmas.
that's a toss-up.
That is a toss-up, because you have Sexless, who's like edgy.
So, you know, we
That is a
could
toss-up.
always just ask.
We could ask the director who assigns these things.
Yes.
Well, this is it. This is me as the human asking you as the humans.
Yeah.
What do you
Okay.
think would be more interesting? What do you think would be, you know, more fun?
Is the question? So the question is, where do we want to go and who is there?
Yes.
Okay. Where do we want to go first?
So, for some reason, this is just me, but for some reason, because it is kind of a toss-up as to who would be the edgier one to go to Halloween Town, but for some reason my gut is just like, Sexless would be in Gravity Falls, Zalcriv would be in
Yeah.
Halloween Town. That's just where my gut immediately is like, that makes sense in my head.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Then do we
I'm-
want to
I'm-
go test this theory on Sexless and Gravity Falls?
I mean, yeah,
Yes.
Sexless
Yeah, alright.
would be definitely the person
God,
we
that poor
would probably go
fucker.
for first.
So this is very different to what I had planned. Like my initial plan for this whole session was like, all right, so I'm going to lay the track and do this whole. So this next season is like your team is going to be like fugitives, and you're going to do. And you're going, nah,
But what if we
flip the
completely
switch.
change?
We're
Yeah,
the
dude.
hunters now.
No, we
It
are
makes
the
me
hunters.
happy.
We should have all of the equipment and all of the support. Why wouldn't we? We're doing the hard thing. Director's bullshit.
Dog is doing what? Who's unhappy? Oh.
What was the director
Yeah.
thinking?
Director's thinking this would be a dramatic plot twist.
Bitch, you thought.
But what if also other plot twist?
Uno reverse
I
card.
plot twist your plot twist.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I assume that you are most excited as a group in going and just stabbing Sexless.
I mean,
Oh, I have a great idea.
Yeah.
Why don't we send a message to Sexless? Because if they find this out and run, that's more work for us. What if we tell them that this is happening and tell them to hide wherever they are?
I mean, I think technically Xylene is friends with Sexless, so I could send out the message and it might be more believable. Whereas Siri, if you do it, Sexless is just gonna be like, nah.
oh yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't trust you.
Mm-hmm.
What?
This sounds like a Siri prank to me.
It sounds like a Siri prank. Oh.
Oh?
If I tell them that this is happening, they won't believe me.
That's a fair point. That is a very good point. So I guess we can approach it one of two ways. We can either just be like, yes, this is a thing, this is happening, you need to hide and stay where you are, or let Siri do it, and they're not going
And
to
say the same thing.
Yeah. I'm kind of starting to feel like this is going to be a win-win.
Oh. So here's the thing, which is funnier?
I
If
suppose the question comes down to when approaching Sexless specifically, would you rather it be like a betrayal, where you know Sexless like, oh, thank God you're my friend, you're here on my side, and then you go, well, no,
top 10 anime betrayals.
But actually,
Or would you prefer to like have that Sexless be like, oh, I don't believe this, da, 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 and then you show up and he's like, oh.
If we are after the fight for their life in order to... If we truly want to give Sexless the best chance, betrayal at the hand of a friend could break their spirit. Whereas
True.
being proven right and driven to rage-fueled self-preservation might do the trick.
yeah, that is definitely a good point. I think that might be our best bet.
Day 6? Day 6?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What? Sorry.
You okay?
I heard I rolled a 6.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
I was saying Day 6.
Yeah, sorry. I'm doing that thing where I hear words and think they are other words.
So do we want to have Siri do this and roll to convince, hoping to fail?
I mean, Rissix would love that. Rissix, just anything to fuck with him.
Yeah.
Because- yeah.
That actually gives me an idea, though, as well. If you don't fail the first time, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way I can help with this?
Well, I was gonna say, because I mean, it is a roll with a hope of fail, or I mean, even technically, is convincing that whatever. I was almost wondering if, well, I think it has to be a failed action first for me to activate it.
Let's try.
Oh no,
Okay.
that's only for light link. Never mind. Never mind.
Wait, I just realized something.
Siri doesn't
'cause
have a light link with me.
Huh.
You can give yourself
I have a light link with you.
You wait. Who has? Oh yeah, no, you have a light link with me, and that's
With
what
you.
it is. You have to
Yeah.
have a light link. Okay, yeah. So
This is amazing.
I don't. I have a heart with you, so that's the difference. I
Ah.
was getting backwards. Yeah, so I was getting a little backwards, but it is saying light link with you. So let me know.
Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. All right, both of you get out the frame.
Scoot, scoot,
Scoot, scoot. Scoot, scoot.
scoot, scoot.
Take a couple steps to the side.
And Siri will bap at the hologram thing to reach Sexless.
Mm-hmm. You reach Sexless, who looks Sexless looks fairly unhappy with the fact that he is out in the field. He's got like a big mud patch on the side of his coat, and his hair's a little it's normally quite clean and slicked back, and you see it's like a little frazzled. And he goes, yes, what? Hello.
Sexless, what is going on? Well, you have been branded a renegade, a traitor to the organization. What? What is happening? You have to hide where you are.
Siri, I don't have time for this. Look, I'm here in I don't even know what this place is. There's something about a swamp and some strange shack, and some guy ran around and just started screaming at me. And I'm very confused, and I do not have the patience or time for your traitor. What?
Yes, the director labeled you a traitor. Said you
Well,
were
that's
trying
just
to.
silly.
You were trying to subvert the entire organization.
No, that's just silly.
No, it's an email. Let me send it to you. The tap.
Okay, yes, sure.
That pause.
There's a little pause, and he goes, I can already see there's like 3 spelling errors here. Do you really think I'm supposed to believe this was the director, Siri?
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
The-
good. And I'm sure you're right on your way to come and help me out as well, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, sure, cool, great, wonderful. Is this to try and get me to rush back, and then I run into my laboratory and find, and oh look, you've knocked everything over. Ha 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 ha.
No. If you come back here, you will be in danger.
Okay, fine. I won't come back.
Roll for the convince here.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I roll well? All right. So hold on. Can I roll with advantage? Because I get to pick the dice I use, right?
Yeah.
All right, and I have to spend a link for that, right?
Yes.
All right. Goodbye, Mystique. Oh no. Oh well. Much better. So
Well,
I had a
worse.
6 and a 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then the new dice is a 1. So I'm gonna take the 1 and the 3.
Okay, yeah. So
Nice.
roll a
And
4,
mark experience.
and
Sweet.
oh god, yeah. Mhm.
Oh, that reminds. Okay. I've been trying to look and I am not finding it. When do we get experience again? Like,
Experience when we fail rolls, specific playbook moves, or spending links.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, I'll have to double check off the top of my head, In fact, I've got more funny here. There's like I think when you
Yeah. Oh no,
So
only
you can
some of them
spend-
are failing.
yeah.
So never mind. I do
So-
not mark experience on that one.
So from the top of my head, you'll get experience. This can be done through spending links, rolls, or specific playbook moves. So spending links, I think, is like a 1-for-1. You spend 1 experience, you get a link. You spend 1 link, you get experience. Oh gosh, there's lots of words. 2 links can be exchanged for 1 experience. When you fail at making a link with your weakest ability,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember that.
Oh no, it's whenever you roll for a link with your
Oh, it
lowest
says what?
stat, you mark experience.
Yeah, whenever you
so-
roll with your lowest. So.
yeah, and
So-
then specific moves also allow experience.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
finally
So
writing it down. So fail
So,
roll.
quick question:
spending
would our
links.
earlier fails count?
If they
I'm sure-
specifically counted.
Yeah. I don't think just like
Because I don't know if that one's part of the playbook move thing. I think, yeah.
not that. So this is also the issue when you don't play the game for a month. It kind of just makes you forget how
Right.
everything works.
It's like
Yeah,
my
like,
memory's not
one
great
of the
in
only
first
main
place,
ways
but...
is through making links.
Like making links is basically your way to do everything in the game. So if you're
Yeah.
uncertain, it probably needs a link. So it seems to me like the most common way to gain experience is spend 2 links.
Oh right, yeah, that too.
Yeah. So we could just spend. Okay. Cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's been a
fail
while.
rolls, spend 2 links, specific moves, roll with lowest stat.
Plus, okay.
Well, make a link with your lowest stat.
Yeah. When you roll link, it's based off. Oh, with your highest stat, you gain +1. Roll with lowest, mark experience. So,
Mm-hmm.
so if you want to
Kind of
min-max
five.
yourself, yeah. So if you want to min-max yourself, essentially, what you can do is you can set it up so you only have 1 stat that's 1 higher than the rest. So then every single thing except that 1 marks your experience.
Or if they're all the same.
Or if they're all the same as well, that
Yeah.
does the same thing.
Because then
Which
you get
I
a
don't think
+1
isn't-
and experience.
I think it's almost impossible to get everything the same. Like you need to do some
Yeah.
very specific number jiggling, but it is doable.
Yeah, I know.
There's a couple of other weird ways to get experience too, like if you
Snapchat,
do a
did you
7
find a
through
way
9
to
on
make all of-
interfere.
If you found a way to make all of your things
Oh.
the same,
That's next advancement. I just take 1 light and I have a 1 in everything.
that's very clever. Okay.
I was just like, all right.
I'm gonna see if this gremlin's gonna behave. 'Cause she looks very confused. Gonna behave? You stop biting. Oh, good girl.
Aw. Cute.
She is not a good girl.
Oh.
She's the hyperactive gremlin child. Okay, so you were trying to convince, but also not convince, Sexclus, correct?
Yes.
So we go up and double check. So on a miss, prepare for the worst. Okay.
That
So
makes it spicy.
just to get into words here. You were trying to convince Sexclus that he has been branded a traitor,
Yes.
that he needs to hide and be safe. And yeah, okay, so preparing for the worst.
So Siri was 100% truthful the entire time.
Yeah. Okay, so in doing all of this, Sexless kind of looks at you, Siri, and goes, I know that you think, because you're adorable little kitty cat, that, you know, oh, your harmless little pranks they're just in good fun and jest, and no. Sirish, you are a menace. And quite frankly, I don't think you are deserving to ever become whole again. Being stuck in this prison of emotionless void, this eternal hellscape of being a nobody, is clearly some kind of punishment for your horrible life you have led, and you deserve it.
End call.
Oh,
After the call ends, just Rissix has been biting her tongue this whole time, and she turns to Siri and goes, "None of that's true. You're wonderful, perfect, and have done nothing wrong in your life."
I know. Now this
Arms
will be
crossed.
even more fun when we stab him many, many times.
I don't think I can call him my friend anymore. Hmm.
okay.
That was very rude.
It was very rude. it was very mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was
said,
actually gonna say, can I go ahead and spend my link with Sexless, as well as I think I'll just get rid of Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
I don't want to be friends with him anymore.
Nope. Just get rid of that.
Bye,
Forget that noise.
Sexless. Cool. That means I advance finally. Sweet.
There we go. Wonderful. Good stuff.
Makes
Okay.
sense for story.
So, you know where Sexless is. You know that he is ignoring you.
Mm-hmm. And is angry.
And is very angry. Like, it pretty
Perfect.
PO'd, to be frank.
If it takes strong emotion to do that breakthrough, we did it.
I think you definitely pushed towards something, yeah. Now, what is the plan to go get to him? Thus far, just portals have opened and you've taken them.
I think the portals would be an easy way to get, but it might bring more attention. Maybe we should take the gummy ship.
Did this gummy ship get finished?
That's a good question. I mean, check and see if it's finished, but
Did your little apartment complex, does it have like a letterbox?
Sure.
I would assume so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. So there's a little folded up piece of paper that got posted through. If you go and look at it, it's a note from TextLob, and it's a very nice note. It's like, you know, it's my dearest friends, how wonderful it is, and I've got joyous news. It's so cool. Everyone's gonna be really happy. I sure hope that I don't get branded a traitor and killed by my wonderful friends who I'm very close to.
Oh.
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 I built your shit. Go check outside down. It gives directions to where your ship is.
Well,
Yeah, one day I'm gonna find making meta jokes unfunny, but that's not today. So yes, you do have your
You
gummy
know,
ship.
if
It
I
is-
had feelings, this would hurt a little bit. Mm.
yeah. Oh, dear. Sorry, it's a little bit of a dark joke, but it's also kind of amusing.
Oh,
I was just-
absolutely.
I was just gonna make a comment, like, if I had feelings, this would hurt. Like, yeah, that's me in the depths of depression.
Oh.
Any minor inconvenience. Oh. Although it is quite interesting that the whole nobody thing is, I believe, a fairly good analogy for depression. You know, you
Yeah.
remember what it's like to have feelings, and you can kind of mask and pretend to have them. It's very interesting. But I'm not going to focus too much on that, because it's a rabbit hole that I'm never going to pull myself out of.
Gummy ship,
So-
gummy ship, gummy
Let's
Woo!
gummy ship,
Yeah.
ship, gummy.
So, if memory serves, we designed this to look like the X70 Phantom, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
And
And it has a smaller shuttle that looks like whatever the
yeah, you had
The
the
other
other
ones
two mini ships, so one that looked like the Fury and one that looked like the Mantis.
yeah.
'Cause, you know,
That way we
So-
didn't have to make a definitive decision.
Yep.
pretty much. So you go, there's some wonderful music playing, it's very cinematic as you walk up and you see your ship. Do we think TextLab would have embellished it in any way, you know, given it like fun little extras to say this is yours, you know, like
Oh,
put, like,
absolutely.
6 through
Mhm.
9 on the side, or I mean,
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
so obviously, I think somewhere off screen there was a discussion with TextLab about the design aspect of the ship. What designs would you have asked TextLab to put on the outside? Like, does it have a cool specific paint job?
Racing stripe.
Flames, because we're edging. No,
So-
please, no.
The unicorn spray painted on the side.
I was gonna go with something similar-ish, but you know the pinup art, like pinup nose art on like
Yes.
bombers and stuff like that?
Yeah.
We have that, but it's Siri.
Okay, so here's the question: Is it Siri like humanized in like a set, or is it literally just Siri full cat in a sexy pose?
Yeah.
I feel like it's that one.
So just full cat.
It's like meow.
Oh, no.
Not in any clothes, I assume. Still just naked, Siri, like
Well, yeah.
regular ass cat Siri, just going. No.
Exactly.
I think it'd be weirder if Siri was wearing clothes.
Yeah, it
Put
would.
him in like
Yes.
put them in like a bikini or something.
Thanks, I hate it.
Is it one of those ones that has like the 6 little covers for
Yep.
cat holes?
You know, I like this more now. We're doing that.
You know the funny part is TextLab will have had to have painted this,
Yep.
and I don't know if TextLab could do this from imagination. So at some point, did Siri have to model this for TextLab to paint it?
What do you think Siri was
Absolutely.
doing in... That was part of what Siri was doing during their hangout time.
Oh, gosh.
So how does everyone feel when they see this?
I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Just like, if you know when you laugh and you start to stop and then you see it again and you're just like, ah! Just that for like a full minute.
I feel good about this.
I'm just gonna stare for a moment and just, Trying not to laugh. Ship. Yep, we should get on the ship.
Okay. So once everyone has collected themselves well enough, you go and get on the ship. It's very nice. It's sleek. It's clean. It's
Simple and clean, you might say.
Oh my god. Yep. Yep.
That's the elevator music. Like as the lift is going up, we just hear like a music box melody of Simple and Clean.
Yeah. See, So now I'm having to debate, like, okay, would this be a Kingdom Hearts joke only I get, or would this be one that carries through to everyone else? Like, so it's simple and clean. One could say it's like a sanctuary.
Oh my god.
So you realize I'm now gonna have to go listen to both of these songs as soon as we finish this, right?
Yeah.
I usually have to listen to a little Kingdom Hearts music after these sessions, so it's fine.
Yeah. Good. So we're all on the same boat. Well, shit. Okay. So, on the ship, there's not really any clear instructions on how to fly. There's clearly like an area in which one sits and seems to navigate from. And is HK-47 coming with you?
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because who else knows how to fly a ship?
So, as you all kind of get there and go, well, this is nice. HK-47 will walk on and go and basically say, do you need me to fly this?
I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing. Do you have any idea?
Nope. I am certainly no pilot.
Okay. So HK will take command, and the ship will take off. There's some very uproarious, celebratory music as the ship takes off. It's a wonderful moment as the ship pierces through the atmosphere, and you find yourself out in the endless darkness that is the space between worlds. I believe at this point you would probably a little hologram would pop up. Not a call. This is like a pre-recorded message from Texlar, and it gives a basic rundown on how to make everything work. It's just very much like a tutorial screen, but delivered through the medium of Texlar and his wackiness. It's very fun. It's very cute. And with that, the world map, the universe map, opens with all the known worlds, and you can lock in your location and where you want to go.
Let's go
Gravity
stab
Falls?
this bastard.
All right, so you select Gravity Falls, and you head on your way.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
With that, because there's not really enough time to get into anything extra after that. Because you won't arrive there instantly. It's not like teleportation, but so there'll be a little bit of down time, travel time. What is everyone doing, thinking, saying, feeling, etc. on this relatively short journey?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have even if we don't roll for this, do we encounter any little heartless ships along the way? Because I would absolutely love to just laser blast them.
Yes, I think we do. In fact, when you set up on your path, you start to realize there are like little heartless ships out here, and some of them. Look, the closer you get towards your planet of choice, they seem to be themed with the planet. So I think there's some like in the shape of gnomes, like little
Oh
gnome
god.
Oh my
ships.
god!
Ah.
Oh no! I hate it and love it at the same time.
Schmebialok on.
Oh my god, there's one big, the big heartless ship that's meant to be the boss is the
The
it's
mecha
the
gnome.
Well, no. It's from a one episode where Mabel has like a massive sugar high, so it's the dolphin with 4 arms that shoots laser beams.
Yes.
That's like the boss heartless ship that you have to shoot down. And
Love
Yes.
it.
Yeah, so that's basically my headcanon. Xylene is just having a blast blasting these things.
100%.
Absolutely.
Risik, aside from blasting gnome ships out of the sky, what are your thoughts, feelings, actions, words, etc.?
I'm sitting up in the cockpit watching HK-47 trying to figure out, like, okay, well, what's this do? What's this do? Because I don't want to have to rely on him to fly the ship, just in case.
Okay, yeah, that's perfectly reasonable. That's a good thing to be doing. And Siri, what are you doing?
Probably in the other shuttle, just blasting.
You're in one
We're
of the
having a
mini ships.
blasting.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, I started blasting.
Okay, so at least from Kingdom Hearts 3, and I think it's a cool thing, so I want to incorporate it. The mini ships actually allow you to have like special weapons, and these can be a variety of things. One is literally like it just creates a bunch of fireworks that you shoot off. What special weapon does this mini ship give you?
What combines all of our abilities? So figure something color themed for Risix.
Yeah.
Something rainbow. Siri.
Prismatic, I think, is more.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, prismatic, yeah.
I think with Siri, it's also a stealth thing. Like an ultimate sneak attack kind of a deal.
And with Siri, it would be like something that looks like one thing but does something completely unexpected. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And then Xylene is a big punch.
Either that or a giant spear that just kind of goes straight through.
Okay, so
Because she does have a spear.
Creates like a spear, like a laser beam spear goes boom. As the spear is about to make contact, it kind of explodes in a prism of light. It looks like it does not.
Yeah, like a light spear.
And then what's actually happened is behind every enemy, a small attack is formed. So it looks like it attacks them from in front. That's an illusion, and it's actually hitting them from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like rain of spears. Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
love
I
it.
like that.
Yes.
I am very
Yes!
okay. So I
Like thousand needles,
I-
basically.
like. Oh my god, it is like 1,000 needles.
Yeah!
That's cool. I love that. So, the 4-armed dolphin blasting laser beams, just this barrage of spears, just take it out, and you will then arrive at a planet, like a world. It's a fairly strange-looking world from the outside. It's like it looks almost entirely covered in a forest, and on one side there is like a shack with a sign that's about to fall down, and on the bottom there is a large water tower. that looks like it's got a big hole in it. And with that, HK will take you into land. And we will wrap off this session there. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, players, for time and just being here. Because I had a blast and I couldn't have done it without everybody else. So, I am the Bardic Knock. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, all as the Bardic Knock. You can follow Nerds of Dice over on Twitter at NerdsWDice. You can follow them here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Nerds of Dice. This is the YouTube channel. And whilst it is on my brain, hey, do you like children's card games? Because if you do, on June 19th, which is a Saturday, myself over on my channel, Bardic Knock, and here on Nerds of Dice, hosting and running a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game tournament, specifically aimed at newcomers and people who are not overly familiar with the game. We're raising money for the Stonewall Foundation. It's just going to be a lot of fun, where it's basically a chance for everyone to live their nostalgia of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, but whilst also maybe learning a new card game. And it's all for charity. It's all going to be a lot of fun. So June 19th, if you are around, check it out. And if you are also around and have interest, we are still taking sign-ups. The sign-up sheet is in the Nerds of Dice Discord, so join that and come check it out. It should be a lot of fun. I'm still on the fence on if I'm going to run an Exodia deck or an Ojama deck, both of which are terrible, but really fun. So come check it out if you're interested in that. That is me and everything I am doing. Capjack, who are you?
Hey everybody, I am Capjack. I have been Siri today. You can normally find me over on my own channel, twitch.tv/CaptainJCross, where I'm streaming currently about 4 to 6 days a week in total, twice here and 3 or 4 times over on my other channel. So, yeah, stop on by. I've been doing a lot of point-and-click games and just started playing Rogue Legacy 2 for a bit of a roguelike change-up. So that's been going well. But I had an Alan Wake playthrough that was a blast, so all the VODs are on my channel. Go back and watch them. And yeah, you will see me back here again Friday night for our Warehouse 15 game. So Session 0 is this Friday. So yeah, which I think is being broadcast. We'll see. Actually, don't know. Find out. But I'll be there for it, whether y'all see it or not. But I think you will.
All right. If that is everything, Kay, who are you?
Hey, I'm Kay, aka Undead Kay. You can find me over on my Twitter, where I sometimes remember that I have it and will post things from time to time. You can also find me on my own Twitch channel. As of right now, the only thing that's being consistently streamed is my bi-weekly Curse of Strahd game, and things are getting real there in Vallaki. And yeah, they just saved an orphanage from a demon. That was fun. So yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping to get back into it once things kind of settle down. I've been super busy, but should be getting more consistent with streaming here in the near future. And I will also be here every Wednesday playing this. So yeah.
And finally, Lauren, who are you?
Being co-introduced by a dog, apparently. I am Lauren, also known as LW Salinas professionally. You can find a list of all the stuff I've done professionally at my website, lwsalinas.com. And if you are an indie author, a marginalized author, know a marginalized author who wants to do an audiobook, send them to me. My Twitter is at Sithwitch, SITHWITCH, where I mostly retweet pictures of possums and quokkas and political stuff, and then wrestling stuff. So yeah, That is me. Oh, and I'm here not only every Wednesday, but on Monday starting next week, I will be here doing Wander Home. So check that out.
It is a lot of very good stuff there, so please go check out my friends. They're fun and cute and do good stuff. It's all very good stuff. I did a small brain and forgot to look for someone to raid. That's okay. So I'm gonna vamp whilst finding a place to go and raid. So let's do that.
Yeah. Vamping is easy. Roar with fangs. That helps to have fangs when you're vamping, I hear. Yeah, I mean, it is so nice to get back into this. I'm sad that I will be missing next week. I will be on vacation, and I love each and every one of you, but I need a vacation so freaking badly.
That is fair.
So the week after,
Okay.
I will be back.
So
Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
Yeah.
It looks like Kobold Press is live. So that could be somebody to go and raid. What else is there? Because of our time slot, there's a lot of Europeans. There's a lot of stuff in French and a lot of stuff in German to go and raid, but that's not hugely helpful. Okay. Right. So there's somebody who's doing some world building, and immediately with two tags I've seen are LGBTQ and neurodivergent, so that might be worthwhile going and raiding.
We'll do the thing.
Watch for, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that is Tempest TT Games. You know, I'm just gonna Control-C that, and look at me. I understand how the Twitches work. So we'll do that, and the rage be set. Wonderful. So until next time, everybody, stay safe and happy adventures. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Alright, that is the raid gone off.